Today we will be learning some tricks in addition and subtraction. These tricks should help you solve addition and subtraction problems a lot quicker. So there are 3 tricks that we're going to learn today. The first 2 are for addition and the last one's for subtraction. So for addition, you could either make tens or hundreds out of 2 numbers, or you can break up a number to make tens or hundreds. For subtraction, you can add up 2 subtrahends using parentheses, or remove the parentheses, depending on how the equation is structured. So for example 1, we are going to add up 2 numbers to make tens or hundreds. So if you look at part A, 35 plus 65 add up to 100. And now you can rewrite the equation and get 164. So as you can see, we chose 2 numbers that made hundreds and then rewrote the equation, so it's a lot easier to add them up. So for part B, you do the same thing, and 99 plus 101 adds up to get 200. And now you rewrite the equation, and the answer is 218. Looking at the problems in example 2, notice how you can't choose 2 numbers and make hundreds out of them. So you had to instead break up one of the numbers so that you can make tens or hundreds. So for example, I'm going to break up the 64 into 60 plus 3 plus 1. Now you can make tens by adding 3 plus 27 together, which gives you 30, and 1 plus 29, which also gives you 30. And rewriting the equation, you get 60 plus 30 plus 30, which gives you 120. So for part B, do the same thing and choose a number to break up so that you can make tens or hundreds out of it. So I'm going to break up 23 into 2 and 1 and 20, and then add it to 38 plus 39. Now 2 plus 38 equals 40. 1 plus 39 also gives you 40. So 20 plus 40 plus 40 gives you 100. Now we'll be looking at the tricks for subtraction. So for part A and B, you're going to put parentheses around 2 of the numbers. And then for part C and D, we're going to remove the parentheses. So for part A, I'm going to put parentheses around the 384 and 116. And notice how I changed the sign to addition. And that's just because putting parentheses means the negative sign outside of it will distribute itself to both the 384 and 116. So 900 minus 500, since 384 plus 116 adds up to 500, you get 400, and subtracting the numbers this way is a lot easier than doing so individually, as the original equation states. So for part B, do the same thing and add parentheses. And now you can subtract 500 from 850, which gives you 350. For part C and D, we will be removing the parentheses. So if you remove them, you get 157 and 180, 657. And then remember again, the negative sign distributes itself, so the 180 should be negative. And subtracting these 2 first will give you 500 minus 180, and now you get 320 as your answer. For part D, do the same thing and remove the parentheses first. Don't forget to distribute the negative sign. And 753 minus 253 is easy to subtract. You get 500, and then subtract the 295 from the 500, and you get 205 as your answer.